Test 1, 2. Or too close. Okay. Okay. Feed one koi. Your camera को feed. यसको चाहिँ. Okay, everyone. Thank you for coming. I think we'll probably get some more people later on, but we can start. We have someone remote, right? I think there is uh, someone remote. Okay, 2 people remote. So thank you, the guys remotely joining. So today we're here for the streaming BoF, or NOG BoF. And BoFs are informal, discussion gathering. And that is what we're trying to do here. Calling the session live NOG, because that is, this whole thing was an effort for NOGs, a little bit for NOG technical people. Okay, there you go. So why live NOG? Why is this? Why am I starting this project? The reason to start this project was mainly a couple of months ago, 6, 7 months ago. I was looking for a presentation from around 2005 or 6 from Sanog in Dhaka, where Dave Meyer had a talk on complexity. And I can find the slides, but I can't find the talk and or the Q&A from that particular session. So I thought that we should, then I was thinking like we are not really streaming even recent NOGs, and we don't have a record of it anywhere. And I was like, okay, we need to fix this. Like yesterday, if you are in the opening, Curtis was mentioning about his talk in Kathmandu, and he was saying, I don't know what I said in Kathmandu in that title of that, operational stability of the internet. And I went and found the slides. Actually, I have the slides from Sanog 1, but I don't know what he said. The funny thing is there is probably a video recording of him somewhere in Kathmandu in some cassette tape or something, because we definitely had video grapher in that session, right? Now, the other thing is there's a lot of interesting talks that happens in local NOGs that never get captured and that never get shared, right? And we lose all of that history and recording. And now it's cheap to get it recorded and kept it online, right? So that is why I started LiveNog. And that was the effort for it. But as I said, I was trying to find an old talk, and I just thought that, okay, if I can't find it, then, other people are going a hard time to find it. So we started this. Now, how is that evolved? This is not the first time I tried to stream. I tried to do streaming in 2004. The cost around that time was around $5,000, because you needed a streaming card, encoder card. You needed a pretty decent computer, and then you needed software and everything else, which roughly around $4,000 or $5,000 back in the day, right? Then I kind of went around looking and said, okay, streaming is very simple for semi-professional use. Now, in my day job, I work for Prime Video, so we do streaming as a professional thing. And yes, a single camera can cost $3 million. But let's not go there. We're talking about semi-pro, means not completely amateurish, but decent quality, decent upload, multiple camera angles, and so on and so forth. Simple tools for high-end streaming has been commoditized. It's very easily available. It's not difficult. And it can be done with ease, and it can be all done for sub 600 USD, right? So you can see the difference, big difference. So then I got into this idea about 6 months ago at the last APNIC meeting. Aftab and I were talking, and I said, I want to do this. I'm also going to go and start buying equipment here and there. And in fact, I bought some of these things before that. So we'll prepare a kit that includes all the essential component for approximately 500. That was my aim. Like, okay, within $500, I'll just buy one and give it to NBNOG or SAN or something like that. But then what happened is, we started talking, like Rupesh and me and Aftab and a few other people in Wellington at the last evening meeting. I said, no, you can't just do it for yourself. We need to kind of help our regional partners. So we kind of found some sponsors, right? So it won't be a Gaurav project anymore. I got Amazon to pitch in some money. Aftab was still at ISOG and pitched in some money. And Sanog basically decided that Sanog was going to be the leadership for that. We created this project called LiveNog, and decided we'll provide training and kits to the NOGs in the South Asia region. Now, it is not restricted to South Asia, because then we said, well, once we build the training material and the kit, anybody should be able to use it, because we are not going to make it proprietary or anything. And if we have sponsors, then we can give out more kits to other NOGs, right? So then we also, we decided that, and then I went back home, and I was then, Harvey and Steve, and, I met them at NANOG, and I said, hey, I'm doing this project. I want your help. And the reason I needed, one of the reasons I was talking to them was NSRC is in the state of Oregon in the US. They don't have sales tax, which means that if I order equipment to go to Oregon, then I save 6 to 7%. That was my initial thing. Oh, okay, I need to save money because, there's not a lot of money and I want to make a nice kit, right? We just had a little bit of money and I didn't want to pay taxes for things that were not going to be used in the local place. But then, I worked, like I've known Harvey for over 20 years. I worked closely with NSRC in a lot of training, a lot of workshops. And NSRC works with a lot of NOGs. So I thought that is the right home in the long term, in terms of collecting equipment, distributing it, being a sort of a, partner for SANOG to make this accessible for everyone, right? And thankfully, Steve and Harvey, they agreed. And so, of course, I shipped everything to Oregon. And yeah, and then about 2 or 3 weeks ago, I went to Oregon, flew in. Harvey and I spent half a day building these kits, putting things together, testing a few things out. And we managed to create, I think, 4 or 5 kits. Now, here's the thing, a couple of this equipment I took to Kathmandu in November, and Neerajan has been playing with it, testing it, giving me feedback. And we did try the kit at the last NPNOG in Pokhara in November. So bits and pieces were already being sent, and we are testing and playing. So Neerajan did most of the work, you know. Um, and as I said, if we get a little bit more funds, and now the kit pricing is known, it's less than $600. I think we'll probably get more sponsorship so that we can give out a few more for, like, we have someone here from Thailand. We have someone yesterday talking to me from Micronesia. So I think we'll find some more money and get some more kits to be given out, right? Now, what is in the kit? I think this picture, Harvey, you took that picture, I think. So there's, Neerajan will do a demo later on of what is the kit. This is the kit. The whole thing is here, right here. That is everything over there. And in fact, a lot of things over there that is streaming this event is the same, uh, setup, right? So this is what it is. I'll not go because Neerajan will do that. The fun thing was when we did this, Harvey and I did this, we realized that we didn't have a USB charger. So I went and bought that. And then we also didn't have that nice little tripod. So we went and bought that. So, it's been kind of ongoing stuff. So what is in this kit? The brain is basically that thing over there that Neerajan saw. It is the Blackmagic Design ATEM Mini Pro. That is the model. Costs 300 US dollars, about that number. It can take 4 four HDMI inputs and two direct audio input. It can send an output to an HDMI monitor or over a USB-C port to a laptop. And then the only difference between what is being used over there and this one is the Pro. This one has an Ethernet port, whereas that one is going through a laptop. That's it. And the easiness is if you have an Ethernet port, then you don't need it to go through a laptop. It's straight through. You can upload it to YouTube, Facebook Live, Twitch, Vimeo, and a few other places that supports the encoding. H.264 encoding is just accepted. So that is it. And then it can be controlled over the USB-C. The laptop has a software. You can control it from there or through Ethernet or IP, same software. Software you just download from the internet. And then this thing also has neat features, like you can do picture in picture, so that presentation is there and the speaker is in a small little thing over there. And then you can also do things like insert a logo saying SANOG or whatever at the top. And then you can also insert speaker name. You know, it's called slates. So you can overlay the slates to say, hey, this is coming from SANOG, blah, blah, blah. You know, date permanently. You can have 30 slates, right? So you can, like for one day of program, even if you have 20 speakers, you can put them all in and go to the software. And when a person kills, just click a button, and then it'll overlay that on the video feed, right? And then we got the eyes. We got that one camera, fixed length camera, because that was the feedback I got is we need a camera. So that camera costs around $120, $140. It is a 4K camera, but it is kind of a fixed length. So you only have one focus, but that is good for putting in the back of the room and get the whole room covered. And I think that's how it is set up right now. Then we got a display, that tiny monitor over there. It basically shows you all the inputs, what you're sending out. You can come and look at it. And it shows you, what slates are going in, what is the audio level, what is the video level, and so on. Then we have a bunch of accessories. I just listed everything in there, couple of HDMI cables, and then we got some, micro and mini HDMI converters. And the reason for that is, you see, this camera does not come with the kit, right? But everybody has a Handycam or some other camera, and a lot of them have micro or mini HDMI out. So we include that in the kit so that you can take any camera that you may have and use it as a USB source. And then we got that mini tripod and a USB power supply and then the bag. The whole thing cost less than 600 USD. But I think I was lucky I used one of those Amazon sale to buy a bunch of equipment, but give or take, the pricing is going to be around that price point. So what is not in the kit that you need? You need a laptop. Basically, what is in the kit is what I thought was not easy to get hold of, right? And that is why we put in the kit. Things that are easy to get hold of and that we already expect to be there, that we did not include in the kit, right? You need a laptop. You need one laptop to control the kit. You'll also need a presentation laptop, right? You can do both in the same computer if you want to. I think that is probably going to be a bit complicated, but you can use the same laptop for both presentation and controlling the, the ATEM. You need a bigger camera, right? That fixed length camera is really good, but it does not zoom or change or anything. Like you put it in the back of the room and it'll just show one view all the time. It is good enough, but if you need something better, then you need another camera. And that could be something like this, or that could be, a Handycam, or what I also observe with most of our South Asian NOGs is that you always hire a photographer and a videographer. So they might be expensive in, Australia or even Singapore. In South Asia, hiring a video guy is not that expensive, right? And they'll come up with their very expensive camera and give you a proper feed, right? And even the operator sitting there, he'll do a good job of pan, zoom, and everything. And I think that is better than trying to find a cheap camera to operate, right? Or you need one of those cameras which is in the back with pan, zoom, tilt, which makes it even more expensive, right? So that was a conscious decision that, go find a videographer locally because everybody's hiring a photographer. Why not? Uh, but then, for NPNOG, we just found one of the other cameras that we already had, and we used that, right? We did not, like I think it's a 12-year-old Handycam is what Nirajan was using that we just used for that. Also, I haven't been to a NOG anywhere in the world where they didn't have a sound system. So, you should get the audio output from the whoever the mixer has because this guy has audio. So there's no expectation that there is audio mixer. And there is some other accessories like, if you have a camera that is in the back, you may need a long HDMI cable. You will need Ethernet cable for internet. Some of those things are like, okay, we can't really include everything. So those you need. And you probably need a power strip of some kind that is dedicated to it. I mean, again, these are general things that you need that we left out. Okay. So there are some simple rules. Of course, Nirajan has prepared a complete training package that we can't do here, right? Which includes all of these details. But what we realize is that included camera always goes into port 3 because the device has a limitation in port 1 and 2 that it won't take 4K. It will only take in port 3 and 4. And that is to do with how it does PNP, like picture in picture. So that is one limitation. The presentation laptop always have to go in port 2 because otherwise the PNP, like whatever is in port 2 can become the full screen, right? And whatever in port 1 is generally the small screen. And because you want the big full screen to be the presentation, it goes on port 2. Remote participants, they can watch it on YouTube, or if you have a remote presenter, then you can use the laptop, the presentation laptop, because it's already as one of the inputs as the source of the video, right? So you can dial into Zoom from the laptop, and they will just come in there, Zoom, Teams, whatever you want, and they will be part of the stream. One thing we noticed is that the ATEM Pro is very sensitive to the kind of USB-C cable you use. And the included cable works, but that is one thing I realize is very, very sensitive is if you use some kind of cheap cable, then it may not work. Just be aware of that. Because I think what it requires is proper USB 3 because it is not doing power, it is doing mostly data. And a lot of the cheaper USB C to USB A are just for charging your phone, and they may not have that USB 3 capability. So just something we learned by experience is, you have that is one thing very uh, important, I guess. Okay, so now I'll let Nirajan to do the demonstration. He'll start out with the unboxing of the kit, and I'll the mic, don't know how to mic set there, and go from there. Any questions on this so far? On the idea, the concept? We'll see. As I said, we got a little bit of money, created a few kits. So basically, people who are here, that's the idea, right?
Yeah, thank you. My name is Nirajan Prajali. I'm working in Nepal Research and Education Network, NREN. Beside NREN, I also volunteer several organizations in NPNOG, NPIX. Uh, Last year, I also contributed to SANOG for live streaming remotely. But I did live streaming, two live streaming remotely from Nepal, assisted to for live streaming. So now I'm doing unboxing this full kit inside all equipments here. So I'm opening this now.
You can come and see this if you want.
Yeah. First of all, this is ATM Mini Pro. This ATM Mini Pro, uh, we have 4 input HDMI input and one HDMI output which we connect to monitor. We have a teeny monitor there, and we should connect. Yeah, yeah, we should connect. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, we should connect to Ethernet cable here. The we will use for live streaming directly to YouTube, Facebook, whatever more. And this is a power port, and we have a USB out C cable. We can connect here, and we'll connect audio input from here. Here is two input.
Don't.
Yeah,
He has to be
yeah,
seen in that camera.
yeah, yeah. We have a two audio input. We should connect from mixer. Yeah, should connect mixer. Yeah, and audio also come from HDMI. We have a. We should get audio from direct the camera. Yeah. So here is uh, this is a monitor. Yeah, very simple and teeny monitor. Uh, so we'll connect here HDMI cable from uh, port number. Uh, we should connect from HDMI out. Yeah, HDMI out. Yeah, yeah. This is a simple camera. This is a 4K camera, and we should fix it one side. And first, we'll check the presenter from table, and uh, we should manage the zoom as well.
No, this is fixed.
So I was also building up like streaming kits for Africa NOGs. I'm using OBS for solutions. Makes everything easier for overlay and those kind of stuff. So you're pushing the data. Oh, sorry. Hello. No, I'm shy. Um, I'm Renee. Hello. So I was organizing also a kit for streaming after COVID, during COVID, after COVID, when I was founding Uganda NOG and a couple of other NOGs in Africa. So we was very simple. We used like a normal USB-C camera. Then we used a game card. So normally gamers was using it to connect like a Canon camera or Sony Alpha or whatever. And then we was pushing all the information, videos and audio, complete splitted into OBS. And then we have a possibility to have multi-streaming, not only to one platform. We was always streaming to Zoom, to YouTube, to LinkedIn, and also like Facebook. Only one recommendation. So
I think you missed the first part of the session.
yeah,
Because we talked all of that
yeah.
and why that was. We looked at it and we realized that was too complicated,
Okay.
too much work, and that's why. Anyway, that is also another way to do it, right? I mean, that is what we discussed about.
Actually, what question? What was the cost of that? OBS, it was like a kit what I had at home. It was like for my streaming, it was like $80 streaming card. It was the external HDMI card to grab the data via HDMI into USB and then to the computer. So I created also for all the docs. That's the reason why I'm saying yes, it can be a little bit difficult. I created a template for each of the docs with all the streaming channels, etc. So it was automatic. So it's not. Yeah. No, we have to. No, we have to. So it was automated. So I created also a template. You only needed to add your streaming data from Facebook, etc. But also Zoom, etc. Is everything possible. Also, you have scripts you when you're streaming only into Zoom. You can share the Zoom sessions also via Zoom backend. So you have a lot of opportunities. So, but firstly, thanks for such possibilities. It's amazing. It's a real footprint for each of the NOGs. It's next generation. And streaming is also like, I'm doing a lot of things with sustainability. So streaming is very important to have recorded sessions of workshops and also presentations for the future.
Cover that in the beginning. So, it helps if you had come earlier, we would have saved some time.
Yeah, so this is a simple tripod. We should keep it in on the table, and we can see there. So we'll connect HDMI cable from there are 4 port to connect HDMI. Several. We should use 3 camera. We should use 3 camera and 1 laptop. Yeah. So we can switch anytime any video which is a good video. And this is USB C, USB C out. So connect to the ATM Mini Pro software in which I just install latest software in my PC. So I will also show in.
You want to show there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think one more comment, Gaurav. Just before, I mean, we start this, Gaurav did the presentation and he said that what is included in the kit. So that's basically what it is for the NOG right now. But he also mentioned some of the items that are not included, and maybe in the future, maybe from the SANOG, the next project could be those items which are not included as of now. So we might want to like keep on
I
continuing
don't
that.
agree with that.
Don't.
I don't agree with
That's going
that.
to be the tax for you.
I'm not. I'm very vocal about that. That NOGs
So
need to
this-
invest in that by themselves.
yeah. But there are other things also we need to support the NOCs to get them sustainable.
They're
And
not
it's
buying
like
them laptops.
no, I'm not talking about the laptops. I'm not talking about that. There are certain items probably which we
Like
can
what? Like what?
could be so many other things. Like the other camera or maybe I don't know the access points or the you mentioned about the few other things. So which I sorry I maybe some you can go through that presentation again and see what's not included. So we can just put it as the second part of the project. Yeah. Yeah, was just trying to cover up the time while you were preparing that.
Yeah. Yeah. First of all, we connect ATM Mini Pro. We have three HDMI cable, HDMI input, and one output connected to this mini PC. And we'll use uh, three for this camera. Yeah. And port number 2 for this PC. And we are using C cable to USB-C cable to this laptop. We can see here, and I also connected to the ATM Mini Pro software here. Here is more feature, and I will focus on next training for this software as well.
Share the screen there.
Yeah, screen. So uh, yeah, yeah. Here is a software we can see. Uh, uh, here is a media. We should add uh, uh, almost 20 picture. We should no, this is picture logo and picture. Yeah, yeah, and we'll add it this bottom steel bottom here, and if we need to share a picture, we should just click this bottom, uh, and we'll share the video using this quad bottom. Now the program. What's the video? Yeah. So currently we have two camera connected, uh, and there is more feature in ATM.
Same thing, double shared. Look, so
Yeah.
in Zoom. Yes, Zoom teacher.
Yeah.
You share the full screen, and that's why it's capturing and capturing and capturing. So multiplying. Yeah.
Yeah, we can switch the video using this quad bottom, and yeah, this auto. We can switch immediately another video auto. Uh, we have a black feature also. We should click the black while the program finishes. So we should keep the black bottom. And we have a picture in picture. We should share our presentation and make this just a picture in picture on. And yeah, yeah.
So it's this one. So I can see now. Oh, that's one. Sorry.
Yeah.
So that's your video feed mathematics. If you switch to the camera.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah. 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 Small size. We should make a live streaming directly. Just click this on air button. We'll copy the streaming key and keep in the software of ATM Mini Pro. And yeah, and we should just go on air bottom. But we need a good internet for this. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is number one. That is this.
What is the screen?
Oh, this is
Yeah. Yeah.
HDMI one. HDMI two is laptop.
HDMI 2 will go to laptop. Yeah. Yeah. Go to laptop. Yeah. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. So HDMI one is for the camera.
Camera, external
Number one,
camera.
yes.
Yeah.
HDMI two is for laptop.
Laptop.
HDMI three is for the second camera.
Second camera.
Right.
Yeah.
And why are you using this USB?
USB-C for connecting
To manage the
software. Yeah,
Okay,
software
okay,
control.
okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So there's
Yeah, we should
HDMI four.
we should add another camera.
So
as
you
well.
can add
Yeah.
another
Yeah.
camera, the
Yeah.
HDMI
Yeah.
four.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then you can add additional mic.
Yeah. Additional mic. Yeah. From mixer. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So you can extend it and take it all the way.
Yeah.
From the sound system, you can just.
We can listen audio from this by this
Yeah, but
HDMI.
because it will
Yeah.
be placed far away.
Yeah.
So
We
it's not,
just need to on this, yeah, uh, just need to on and sound will come.
what happened? Oh, move it. It's here. Yeah. Okay, okay, got it, got it, got it, got it. Okay. Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
if I look at this screen, it's much better
Yeah,
because
yeah.
it will tell you. Okay, okay.
Yeah, in this screen there are several information. We should keep uh, live streaming, audio input,
Yes.
audio level as well. And live streaming also we can see after on air bottom, on air live
okay.
bottom. Yeah. And other we should our PC
Okay.
as well.
And for on air, it has to happen from laptop. No. Directly from the internet.
Yeah, direct from this.
Select the video. Going to
You can
Facebook,
directly
to
turn it there, so
YouTube.
you can directly stream
From the software or
Yeah, yeah, in
So
software. Yeah.
if we give internet access to this box, or
No,
it's still
internet
connected?
access to this box.
Internet access to this box.
Yeah.
So
I mean, you can use the laptop, but the better is to just use this.
directly from here.
Yeah, for live streaming, we should keep the streaming key here in
Yeah, it's whether
this
YouTube, whichever.
output. Yeah, yeah,
You can do
whichever
multiple
YouTube,
actually, more than
Facebook,
one.
whichever. Yeah,
Okay, okay.
This is exactly the same
yeah,
thing being used there. Or the only difference between that and this is this has the Ethernet port
Ah,
that goes through the laptop.
okay.
It works on Vimeo as well.
Yeah. I mean, it's
YouTube, Facebook Live, Twitch,
oh,
Vimeo,
okay.
yeah. And we should see the camera option.
controls.
Yeah, we have camera 3 also connected here. There is audio, and we should manage audio and fix it which sound is okay. We should uh, make it minus 13 around, minus 30 around. Where we connect the audio from
Mic. Yeah.
mixer, yeah, we should make it the good audio.
Okay.
Yeah, master level also we should do the 6 level, around 6, yeah. Yeah, here is another, we should do this.
Childhood.
Yeah.
Childhood trauma. Cartoon is over.
Come on. We should check from another room. We just connect the software by
Take it to the
internet
next
as
room
well. Yeah,
and
the same
live
network.
stream everything.
Yeah.
Camera is good.
This is a 4K camera.
Here is
This camera,
also feature
3D.
of Luma, Chroma, and the feature. Yeah, Chroma as well. So,
Yeah.
uh,
That's too much yellow. Can you change the
light.
color composition because too bright? Lack of light or something? A is compensating the light. Yes.
Light.
You got that, no?
Pankaj, that is glowing.
Now here we did multi-view option. So if we change here camera one, we only see. So we get uh, multi-view will be a good option to check all the status.
No, see, so this camera I think is a problem because this one is what happened to you?
No, no, this one is, yeah, that one is that
Oh,
camera.
yeah. This one is 3.
This one is 3.
Yeah, this one is more natural.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, with this one
That
is
is compensating,
overcompensating the
yeah.
light.
That
Okay.
must be the white balance setting on this camera.
On this camera
Yeah.
itself. Okay. Is it auto white balance? Fourth one
There's
you
no
can put,
camera
yeah.
on that.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
X-
yeah. Fourth one.
This is
This is the output
monitor.
monitor out.
It
Monitor
is
out.
out. So HDMI out, but
Yeah.
the 1, 2, 3, 4 is here.
For
Ah, no, it's still a bit yellow. Yeah, it's still yellow.
It's still too bright.
Screen is connected to this laptop, this screen?
Yeah, that is connected to the Zoom for the streaming from this room. So it's connected to the Apricot Zoom.
Ah, okay,
And that's how it's getting over there.
Oh, much better. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's more natural.
It's not auto white. Just communicating for those online, it doesn't seem to have an auto white balance setting. So we're just manually, oh, wait, no, I'm silly. It does. Here we go. Auto ambience priority. So you don't have to think about it. I mean, again, this camera is more, as they were telling me earlier, to demonstrate that if you have kit already, utilize the kit that you have, because the quality difference between this camera that you may be using for stills and a bit of video and this camera that you're paying what 140 US dollars for, big price discrepancy, big quality discrepancy. So integrating existing kit where you can is of course helpful.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that we will run out of time. So I think you can come and take a closer look at the kit. Obviously, there are other ways to do this, but I think this is kind of a out of the box.
Niranjan will make a documentation kind of thing, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
So what? I'll go to the. I think we are going back to my presentation now. Yeah, back to that. Oh yeah, there is it. So we got the demonstration. So we got the demonstration, and as you see, you need a little bit of practice to do this a couple of times before you know the differences. And what kit you have locally will probably impact a little bit of how you configure, how you do things. So it is not easy. Did I go to what happened here? Okay. Oh, yes, yeah. So Nirajan has developed training slides, materials, and all of that stuff, but obviously that is a longer one. So what we will do is we'll finish them off, we do some more experimentation, and then upload it to the website by the end of March. That is the idea. What happened to the rest of it? Okay. So we didn't have enough time today. Did I? Oh, I didn't write anything. Training files. Okay. So we will likely do a slightly longer demo session on Thursday, pending room from the organizers. So if you want to come and spend some time, then just let Nirajan know and sign up on a piece of paper, and then we'll find, if we find the room, then we'll do a little bit more demo of this on that day. We want the NOGs to use it, but not struggle, right? So we have volunteered this nice guy to go around and help you guys to do the work at least once. But, you know, obviously, Yeah, and so you'll have to cover some of the cost, but he'll come with the kit, right? That is the idea. I think we kind of scraped together the funds to buy a bunch of kits, but we will need even after doing it a few times, you still need somebody to help you at least the first time, and so that way if Nirajan volunteered to go and help out, and that will allow him to ask questions and play with the settings and a few other things. And then what we'll do is we'll work with the group of Stanok trainers, and where is Harvey? He's around there with NSRC to kind of make this more ongoing for other NOGs if there is interest outside of South Asia, so that the knowledge is shared and things are available. And as the kit probably will keep on going down on prices, so we might be able to get more sponsors and get a bunch more kits and give out to more NOGs to get them to do more streaming. And this is thanks to myself, Nirajan, Rupesh, and we tested this quite a bit at the NPNOG in November. So Kijus is here somewhere from NPNOG, and a bunch of NPNOG team helped to kind of identify the whole bits and pieces that we have here, like things like, oh, we need a micro HDMI to HDMI converter that came out of Kathmandu. The need for a USB power supply came out when Herbie and I were putting this together. Right. So thanks to everyone who has kind of helped us put all of this together. And open for questions and whatever conversation or discussion or any other experiences. That is Rupesh's job to manage that.
The next question would be, are we giving out the kits right now, or like we're gonna courier, or like Nirajan's gonna go with it? So, huh? So some of them are going back to day after tomorrow. So if we can do that tomorrow, they can carry it back. Otherwise, we'll have to like do that sometimes later. Hmm? Yeah. Yeah, documentation also needs to be ready so that it's, I don't know, it looks like a pretty, I mean, when it was showing, it looks like a pretty easy thing to do, but I don't know. It's like, I haven't touched it and I haven't used it. So hopefully it's as easy as how it has been shown. Um, so I think we are good. So we're going to distribute that tomorrow, if that's okay. We'll prepare some kind of one piece later or something like that as our contribution to the local NOGs across the South Asia, and maybe if other NOGs I was talking with Timor Leste and they were also interested, but the NOG update over there was not completed, so probably they could not join. Maybe tomorrow I'll just ask Nirajan to show it up to them, and then if they're interested, it's just recently formed NOG. How many sets we have? How many kits we have? Oh, 3 kits will be like. Sanog, yeah, probably one for Sanog, one for who's going back in Pakistan. Abu can carry one, or Hina can carry one. Natasha, I don't know. If she doesn't have to do too much shopping, then she can carry one. And anybody from Bangladesh who can carry this? Yeah, Nemul can also carry that. Yeah. Yeah, Suman Bhai is there, Nemul is there. So 3 already there. Gaurav. We can get for Sanog any other time. Then in the next lot, I think if we can distribute it by tomorrow, all the if there are more, then we can go. So we have Bulgaria NOG as well. So Romania, sorry. Romania NOG also. So we were just doing a demo of the streaming device that we're going to distribute to the NOGs. So this has been like a first time we're doing it. I don't know. What next? Anything else? Ahmed Bhai was also asking if it can be used for PK SIG. I just told him that, yeah, we are giving it to PK Nog, that PK Nog can share it with PK SIG or any other activities in Pakistan. And same way with India and Bangladesh also. I mean, if this is useful, then it can be shared. The whole idea is to share the community, share it with the community. So it's helps the community, good for all. Yeah, that's it. Anybody else? Any other question? Anything? Any comment, question? Anything we can do differently, improve or change?
We can stream it, but if you want to record it directly from there, that in a hard disk or storage,
That is not available in this ATM. You basically record it on YouTube and download from there. That is what I am recommending, because the other version of this ATM that you can plug a SSD to, it costs double. And then the SSD also costs a lot of money and power, and it's just more hassle, right? So if you want a recording, just download it from YouTube.
and little more if you have audio that what bitrate it does, and
That
I
I
mean the
have it
quality of
somewhere.
audio, right? So and to
You
streaming
get it.
music, live music, then what will happen?
I don't know the specification of this one. The old one did 16-bit audio. That one is 16-bit audio, right? I think it's 16-bit audio somewhere by. This one should do
Now usually 24-bit or maybe
24.
Yeah.
I don't know. The old one was slightly poor. This one is slightly better. Video, I know it does up to 1080p, but 1080p has problems if you don't have enough bandwidth. So Nirajan's recommendation was to stick to 720, right? Like after heat and trial, we stick to 720. Audio, I don't pay attention to it.
I guess something else to consider, you can also do USB out. So even if you can't record directly to an SSD from that, you could always plug it directly into your computer and record that stream and record that audio. So as long as you've already got a computer and an amount of storage, then you can use that existing kit to record directly, save you from having to go through YouTube's lossy compression and then have to download that. Because if you're worried
that
about
makes sense.
you're
Yeah,
worried
yeah,
about
the
audio
quality, yeah,
quality.
yeah, right.
Yeah, that's where, the idea that you already have hired a cameraman with a big camera, they'll record it for you as well. Because at the end of the day, what quality you want, right? You want uncompressed raw, you get a big, I don't know, big Sony camera.
Terabytes of data.
Yeah.
So one thing probably for those who came late, we've named this project as Live Nog, just as a brand, one of the brand for Sanok. And Gaurav has printed few stickers from US. Yeah, so this comes along with the kit. Whoever can like read the top of that and bottom of that, can anybody read this? Okay, try.
Sanok the
Try
Party
reading.
Live Nog.
So I'll oh, you just imagine what amount of zoom you have to do to read this. So we'll uh, so we'll print it again in a little bit bigger.
I think Rupesh missed the point that this sticker were made to stick into the all
Mobile?
all the
Okay. Yeah. No, I'm just putting it as a lighter thing to say. Anyways, thank you everyone. So we'll meet again. We'll catch hold of you guys tomorrow once we have some kind of all the kids and one pays something.
tomorrow we may be able to get hold of. more tricky, but I think definitely the day after there is.
Yeah, but the handover, we can just do it in the 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah, I think you also need to figure out with Virajan when he should be planning to come of that. As I said, we got Amazon and ISOC to put some sponsorship money, so we can afford some more kits. Right? But we are trying not to spend that on travel and other expenses. So hoping the NOGs. But yeah.
Let's see. Okay. Thank you, everyone. So we'll
Just the ATM.
Okay, thank you very much. With this, we end this today's session and we'll meet tomorrow. Thank you very much for your participation. Thank you.